Witcher, I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
Dude, you're really fucked up.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Bet I can guess her symptoms.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Vivian.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged. Ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night,
there's a guy snoring in the background.
Woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Yeah, there's a guy snoring in the background.
notice any other strange behavior, additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
You don't have to be so rude about it.
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Tell me more about the tourney first.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
Talk about my pay.
Hardly a regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but Naturally, I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
678. Let's go 651.
Vivian is worth every copper, but this amount I simply do not have. You ask too much. Agreed.
578.
That is an amount I can indeed muster.
You got me curious.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Let's go target practice.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely. Hit the red targets.
I haven't used a crossbow in a while, so. Oh God. Oof, I didn't realize that I had to press R1 to shoot. I forgot. But I hit them all within the time limit, so okay. It's like, why can't I equip a crossbow?
Once more?
Yes, let's do it again because I really messed up.
Gladly give it another try.
There we go. I feel much more happier with that. Much more happier. Much happier. No, we're done with that.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
I've won all the races, so. Alright, let's do the horsemanship.
Let's do some riding. Roach will like that.
Excellent idea. Come with me. The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Where the hell does this start? Right here? Okay.
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame.
This is a lot
During
different
the race
now.
proper,
Okay.
judges throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Mounted marksmanship, mounted combat.
Let's go!
Are you kidding me? Why did it just shoot me back here? I am not leaving the racetrack. I have no idea as to why this just turned me around when I wanted to do that. That was the stupidest thing ever.
Whoa.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
That's it of this.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Where to now?
Let's do some combat training
Place
just to see if there's any
some footwork. Work up a
different
sweat.
rules I should know.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time. Spy, if not boys. Where have your journeys taken you last? Hail, Percy.
God damn, I get to run all the way around here? Ah, down here.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
It is right and fitting, Witcher, that the Duchessa summoned and you came.
Okay, who's gonna challenge me?
You wish to spar? Why not? I'll slit upon your bowels!
What? Lost your nerve?
Okay, if it's just like a regular
I
fight, then
expected
it's
you to do
fine.
well, but not that well.
Practice this enough.
Think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Witcher act always
Later, son Milton, you left us too soon. The sun unto song shall no more shine.
Where's that crazy lady talking about sin? Oh, here she is.
Lie stripped of all that is noble, meanness, lords, over generosity, and the valiant have shown them.
Thou shalt not.
The gods have sent the beast as punishment for our sins. We have ceased to succor our ancient traditions.
Baseness reigns where virtue once ruled.
Okay.
Greed and lust tramp on
I'm
us.
glad to see her illustrious grace summon such a Where does a snake keep his paws?
Ooh, what's this? Palmerin tails. Okay. Tourney scribe's notes.
Est flows in the veins of Toussaint.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
Okay.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Fourhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
What'd you learn about Geralt?
Kinda curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
What'd you dig up about Ravix?
Ravix of Fourhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the Ducal Archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Fourhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
So now I have to choose between these. Want to join as Geralt of Rivia? I'll be Sir Ravix of Fourhorn, but just for the tourney. I'll be Sir Ravix.
The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
What are the vows?
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Okay.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Swords are always nice.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Okay.
Convenient.
That's it.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
Her illustrious highness's garter. Swear on my lady's love. Swear on your lady's love.
I vow on the love of my lady, whose name I choose not to divulge, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
And now I no longer have my glasses on. Oh no, I still do. Yay! I like my glasses. They make me look sophisticated. Okay, and I am gonna save real quick. Because if I mess up anything throughout this, I'm just gonna like reset it. I know it's a really bad way to look at it, but... Ravix. I am known as Sir Ravix.
Oh, that's all.